In this video, we're sharing the best things to do, see and eat in Tasmania's capital, Hobart. From historic waterfront and iconic landmarks to world-class art, local food experiences and neighbourhoods you shouldn't miss, this Hobart travel guide is designed to help you plan the perfect visit. So whether you're here for a short city break or using Hobart as a base to explore Tasmania, this Hobart travel vlog has everything you need to know to make the most of your time in this wonderful city.
This is Sullivan's Cove, where Tasmania's colonial history began. So it was at this point in 1804 that Hobart was settled, and now it features galleries, hotels, trendy bars and food spots. Tasmania is all about celebrating local produce, and there's no better place to experience that than Hobart's weekend markets. On Saturdays, Salamanca Market brings hundreds of stalls, incredible local produce and Tasmania-only flavours you won't find anywhere else. Then on Sunday, Farmgate Market brings things back to basics with small batch makers, fresh seasonal food and a real local vibe. If you want to see what makes these markets so special, check out our full Salamanca and Farmgate Markets video.
Hobart's food scene is far more diverse than you might expect, blending world-class local produce with flavours from around the globe. Along the Salamanca Wharf, Hobart's food scene really comes alive. From fresh seafood dishes and classic pub-style comfort food to vegetarian delights, international flavours and tasty desserts. There's a real mix of casual eats, fine dining and iconic local experiences, all showcasing Tasmania's incredible produce. In South Hobart, we discovered a strong focus on native Tasmanian ingredients, relaxed cafes, and beautifully presented meals at the base of Mount Wellington. And then there's North Hobart, where even more international cuisine takes centre stage, with diverse flavours and trendy bar dining making it a must visit for food lovers. If you're planning a trip to Tasmania, Hobart is a destination you'll want to eat your way through. To dive deeper into Hobart's food scene for must-try spots and dishes, check out our Hobart Food tour vlogs.
You may recognise this location as the endpoint of the famous Sydney to Hobart yacht race. This is Constitution Dock and is at the heart of Hobart's working waterfront.
MONA is the Museum of Old and New Art, and it's easily one of the most unique museums in Australia. It's known for being bold, controversial, and completely different to a traditional art museum.
Behind me are the MONA ferries, so it's a really cool way to get to MONA. The return ticket is $28. There are multiple ferries throughout the day. The first ferry is at 9:15 and the last returning ferry is at 5 p.m. The ferry return tickets don't include your entry to MONA, so that's an additional fee. So for people who don't live in Tasmania, the entry fee is $39 and it's cheaper for locals.
MONA is one of Hobart's best experiences and there's no better way to get there than on the MONA ferry.
The museum is built underground into the sandstone cliffs overlooking the River Derwent. And instead of following a set path or timeline, you're free to explore at your own pace.
MONA is the biggest privately owned museum in the Southern Hemisphere and it is just epic.
You'll find everything here from ancient artefacts to modern and sometimes confronting artworks. And it's designed to make you think, question and feel something rather than just look at art.
There's even performance art at MONA. So behind me is an installation called 4 p.m. And so there's a composer who comes every day and just makes music from scratch. And then at 4 p.m, a string quartet come along and play whatever the piece is each day. So it's been going for over 400 days. I find that pretty fascinating.
Even if you don't consider yourself an art lover, MONA is still an experience in itself and a must visit when you're in Hobart.
John and I have a very special connection to Antarctica because that's where we went on our honeymoon. But our cruise to Antarctica was very different to the Australasian Antarctic expedition that was led by Sir Douglas Mawson. You can learn about the 1911 to 1914 expedition in the Mawson Hut's Replica Museum in Hobart. There's a fee to enter, and this museum has a wealth of information about Mawson's expedition. Tasmania Museum and Art Gallery, or TMAG, is Tasmania's premier cultural institution. It has an impressive collection which spans across natural history, Aboriginal heritage, colonial art and contemporary exhibits. Entry is free and it's open from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. daily. One of the more haunting exhibits is on the Tasmanian tiger. They actually have the skin of the thylacine entling, which is the last known individual of its species, and its death marked the end of that species.
Here we are at the top of Kunanyi, or Mount Wellington. So it is such an awesome sight. You see, overlooking all of Hobart, it just looks amazing. And it feels pretty high up here. I believe you're over 1 kilometre above the city. And the really cool thing is that it is up to 10 degrees cooler here than it is down in Hobart. So make sure you dress appropriately. And if you're coming in winter, you're most likely to see snow on the mountain, which we have today. Now, it is also important in winter, if you are planning to visit, to check online to see whether the roads are closed, because early on in the morning, there is frost on the roads and it becomes quite dangerous, so it might be closed. Thankfully today, it's a beautiful day. It's probably about 6 degrees up here, but the views are well worth it.
Be sure to climb to the top of the summit to feel like you're on top of the world.
If you'd rather not drive up Mount Wellington, you can hop on the Kunanyi Mount Wellington Explorer bus. Services run from Franklin Wharf in Hobart about every 90 minutes, with 5 buses in each direction daily. And don't worry, there are public toilets at the summit.
Cascade Brewery is Australia's oldest brewery. Established in 1824, its historic sandstone buildings, lush gardens, and its view of Mount Wellington makes it a perfect spot for tourists and people wanting tastings, tours, and a relaxing afternoon. There are multiple tasting tours each day, and you get to explore rarely seen areas of the brewing facility and learn about the brewery's fascinating history, as well as the art of beer making. The tour finishes with a tasting paddle of 4 Cascade beers in the Heritage Beer Garden, soaking up the view and ambience. If beer's not your thing, the historic tour is a relaxed alternative. A 60-minute stroll through the grounds filled with fascinating heritage stories.
The Cascade Female Factory is a haunting reminder of Tasmania's colonial past. So in this area, over 5,000 women were here as convicts over 30 years in the early 1800s. So they were subject to quite a brutal regime, and it's all documented in this museum.
The Cascade Female Factory is one of Tasmania's most significant historical sites, and it's part of the UNESCO World Heritage listed Australian convict sites.
After exploring the history and charm of South Hobart, be sure to visit nearby Sandy Bay, a vibrant coastal suburb known for its beaches, dining and laid-back Tasmanian lifestyle.
Sandy Bay is to the south of the Hobart CBD. It's known for its waterfront location and popular beaches. It's also home to some of the most expensive real estate in Tasmania.
Sandy Bay's beaches, from Long Beach to Nutgrove and beyond, offer calm waters, golden sand and a relaxed coastal vibe just minutes from Hobart city centre. Each June, the suburb becomes a stage for Hobart's most infamous winter ritual, the Nude Solstice Swim, held on Long Beach as part of the Dark Mofo Festival. Thousands brave the icy waters at dawn to mark the shortest day of the year.
If you want to experience a ride on a historic bus or train, come to the Tasmanian Transport Museum. So we're going on a historic bus ride now, and they have alternating weeks between the bus and train rides. So check their Facebook page to see which one's operating the day you visit. It's quite an experience to go around the streets of Hobart in a historic bus, and ticket rides are $15 a person. It's also a great place for families looking for a fun activity in Hobart. This museum has been in Hobart since 1983 and has a wide collection of buses, trains, trams and cars. Behind me we've got a few steam locomotives, and there's also a model railway on site. This museum is also home to the relocated Newtown station. So this is the oldest surviving Tasmanian railway station building and a wonderful piece of Tasmania's history. Hobart was home to the first electric trams in Australasia, just 11 years after the first trams in Berlin. The Tasmanian Transport Museum is 100% volunteer run, and it's a great local organisation. Entry for adults is $11 and historic bus and train rides are $15 extra.
The Royal Tasmanian Botanical Gardens were established in 1818 and are the second oldest botanical gardens in Australia. It's a great place to get out of the hustle and bustle of Hobart and just to enjoy the beautiful surroundings. If you're looking for something particularly peaceful and tranquil in the botanical gardens, come to the Japanese gardens. Behind me is the Tasman Bridge. It was built in 1965 and it connects the city of Hobart with the city of Clarence. Now in 1975, the SS Lake Illawarra crashed into the bridge and split it in half. You can see where the damage was done because the pillars stopped getting even. So basically around the highest point of the bridge which was where it happened. Quite an interesting fact, the repairs were complete 2 years later, and until that time, commuters from Clarence had to do a 50-kilometre round trip to the next bridge. That's pretty frustrating.
If you're looking for the best accommodation in Hobart, look no further than Salamanca Wharf Hotel.
So this is where we're staying in Hobart, and we're going to take you on the tour. So we've got a beautiful open plan living area here which has modern decor, which I really love. They've got a modern kitchen with everything that you need. They've got a stovetop, they've got microwave, they've got a dishwasher with dishwasher tablets and dishwashing liquid to clean up after yourself. They've also got an integrated fridge which has a mini bar with lots of different stuff to choose from. They've got milk to go with your teas and coffees, which they also supply. They also supply some hot chocolate, which is really nice. And they've also got plenty of utensils and cutlery. So you've got everything that you need to cook here. And you can have your meals at the dining table here, which also doubles quite nicely as a workspace.
Even though you can cook for yourself here in the Salamanca Wharf Hotel, you don't need to because there are so many great dining options nearby. So we're only a 5-minute walk from the famous Salamanca markets. It is a must-do on anyone's Tasmania travel bucket list. And we did it as well. Our only regret though was not bringing an extra empty suitcase with all the things we could have bought. Now, we have had a bit of room though. I managed to get a toffee walnut butter. This stuff is amazing. Anyway, in terms of other things that I really love about this space, I love this couch watching TV at night after a long day of sightseeing. So they have Foxtel here. You can choose a whole range of movies and TV shows, so that's really handy as well.
Now let's take you through to the bathroom. I love all of the really premium toiletries that they've got. So this just smells amazing. And I think it's made in Australia as well from like native ingredients like eucalyptus and kakadu plum, which is pretty cool.
And Australian lemon myrtle.
Oh, very nice. That shower head, great pressure, really impressed with that. And they've got a bath as well and they give you some bath salts.
We haven't used it yet, but I'm looking forward to resting my weary muscles with some Himalayan bath salts.
Very nice. And it looks like there's some jets there, so that's good. And the drainage is really good in the bathroom. So I was walking through after we'd had a shower in the morning and didn't get my socks wet. So yay.
Yes, and another thing that I love about any apartments or anywhere that I'm staying, the washing machine. It's a 2-in-1, so it's a washer and dryer, which is just so invaluable when you're traveling. So we were really surprised actually. There aren't too many hotels that offer an in-house washing machine. So that's a really big plus for me.
Yeah, and no extra fee as well.
Yeah, and they include detergent as well. So that's even better.
So now let's take you through to the bedroom. And I love this long hallway here. It gives a really good separation of space. And the bedroom is just so comfortable. So we've got this queen size bed, really comfortable, really nice bedding in there. I had a really fantastic sleep here. And they've got extra blankets and stuff if you need it. And it's really got everything that you need in here. A lot of storage space. I really like that they also have storage space so you can put your suitcase here. They've got quite a bit of cupboard space and a couple of hangers as well, which is quite handy. They've got bedside tables over there with lamps. And then you've also got a TV in the bedroom as well. So I made good use of this last night. Also has Foxtel on it. And yeah, it's just a really relaxing space.
Another great feature of Salamanca Wharf Hotel is that they have a car stacker downstairs for those who have vehicles.
Yeah, so if you are using the car stacker for the first time, you need to make sure that you arrive during reception hours so they can show you the ropes. So reception hours are 9:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. weekdays or 9:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. weekends and public holidays.
So all in all, Salamanca Wharf Hotel is an awesome spot to stay. It's got an unbeatable location. It's got hotel amenities in an apartment setting. It's just really comfy. If you want to stay here as well, click on the link in our video description. We explored Hobart with Alice Car Rental. We found the whole experience really seamless, from the friendly service to the easy pickup just minutes from Hobart Airport. If you're looking for a great value, no fuss way to experience Tasmania, click on the link in our video description.
That wraps up our Hobart travel guide, covering some of the best things to do, see and eat in Tasmania's capital. We'd like to give a big thanks to Salamanca Wharf Hotel, the Tasmanian Transport Museum and Alice Car Rental for partnering with us and making this video possible. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and if you really loved it, give us a hype too. We've got plenty more Tasmania travel vlogs to help you plan your next trip to Tasmania, as well as helpful food and travel content from Australia and around the world. So if you want to keep up with our adventures, be sure to subscribe. We are Bucket List Travellers. See you next time.